Hey, what's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Screw Toy action figure review. And today we'll be looking at another Marvel Legends set, the Marvel's Mania and Venom Space Knight. And this is a Target exclusive. I did find it at my local Target. It's now hitting shelves, so if you're looking for this pack, go look at your local Target. But I'm very excited for this set. I've always wanted this Space Knight Venom. It was just way overpriced in the aftermarket, and years later, now we're getting it in this 2-pack. Mania is a nice addition. Was it necessary? Not necessarily, but it's nice to have her to, you know, grow that symbiote, whatever you want to call it, symbiote family. So it's nice to have her, man. I do enjoy her. I'm happy for this figure. A lot of people were upset that they had to include Space Knight Venom with Mania. They wanted a single quart Mania, but to me, it doesn't matter. As long as we get her, we get her. But looking at the packaging, you get the renders of the figure up here. They look very nice. You get the name of the characters up there, Venom, Space Knight. On the side, you get a very nice illustration of the two right there. On the back, some more renders of the figures and the accessories that they come with. Mania does come with 0 accessories, which is very unfortunate. I wish she would have came with a little bit more stuff. On the other side, some more renders of the figure. On top, you get a Venom logo. On the bottom, you get a whole bunch of bullshit. But enough about this packaging. Let's crack these two open. First, I'm going to look at Mania. Since she doesn't come with any accessories, we'll get straight to the figure. And it's a pretty dope figure, man. I like it. There's some pretty cool things about this figure and some things that I'm not too happy about. Overall, the aesthetic on the figure is pretty dope. You get the little spikes right there, the little floppy piece of slime right there that makes it look like hair. The eyes are nicely done. You get some weird powder on it. It's kind of like on the plastic. It doesn't really want to come off. I don't know how well you can see it on camera, but yeah, the figure overall is nicely done. The deco is nicely tampered on there. No sloppiness, no bleeding through. Nothing too bad. I like the purple on the shin guards and knee guards. You get some of that pearlescent purple right there on the forearms as well. The spikes on the little handcuffs are painted as well. On the belt, you get that spikes painted too. Overall, a solid figure, you know, other than those little paint apps. What is this? Piece of plastic. Other than those paint apps, it's a pretty simple black body. The rest of it is just that black plastic with the white decorative over it, or the purple. And yeah, man, pretty solid figure. The articulation on this figure is nicely done. There are pinless legs and arms, so you got that update right there, as these are brand new forearms and brand new lower legs. I believe the upper thighs and the upper bicep and shoulders are from Black Widow, or not Black Widow, I'm sorry, Shriek. But the torso is what gets me, man. I wish you would have had that updated torso with the lower ab crunch, because you get zero articulation out of that. You get a little bit forward and nothing back. You get some pivoting on the sides, but yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate. The torso is pretty much just static. It's not gonna move. But she does look dope, man. I mean, the boots look nice. You get those little platform shoes right there, or boots, and yeah, I think they look pretty dope. A pair of fists would have been nice. Some tendrils or something to include with this figure would have been dope. Unfortunately, this is all we get. But I guarantee you in the next year or so, we're going to get a single release of this Mania with a little bit more of accessories. So just watch. It'll happen. But getting a quick look at articulation, her head is on a disc hinge, so she can look all the way up and she can look all the way down. No real head pivoting out of that. You get arm hinges that hinge all the way up. You do rotate a full 360 if you like. She has upper bicep swivel, double pinless elbows to bend in a great amount, and then all the hands hinge up and down and swivel a full 360 if you would like. And then you get no torso articulation. Again, not much forward, a little bit back and a little bit to the sides. I might have to boil that and see if I can loosen it up or carve around the peg hole so it can get a little bit more motion. And I think I might be able to do it, but I'll have to try that later off camera. And then her legs do kick this much forward, not much back. She does have upper thigh swivel, double pinless knees that bend in a great amount, actually. That's actually pretty good. And then she does have hinges in the foot that hinge this much forward, that much back. And then she does have ankle pivot with pecos at the bottom of the feet. Now getting a quick look at all the accessories that Space Knight Venom does come with. He comes with these two symbiotic goop looking swords or scythes. This one right here is smaller and it does go on the left hand. It has a little mark inside of it right here. It tells you what hand it goes in. What was coming off camera right there, but yeah, it has an R and that one has an L. And they slip over his wrist fairly easy. You just attach them like so. And this one is hollow, I guess, to make it a little bit lighter and not too top heavy, which I think it looks kind of ugly in my opinion. I don't really care for that. You see all that hollowness in there. I know it's kind of hard to see on camera because of it being black and my background being black. But actually, there with him back on the table, not falling off, and me having the purple light to kind of give it that contrast. Yeah, man. I like the size or the swords, whatever you want to call them. They look dope. I just don't like the big emptiness right there. I think that looks ugly. And they're pretty dope, man. But honestly, if I'm being 100% honest, I'd rather have had a pair of fists than these giant goop hands or goop swords. Because the open, splayed out hands are the only thing he comes with hand-wise. But he does come with these big old tendril things that I don't think I'll ever use on my display. So these are just probably going to go in a bin somewhere. Which is a bit unfortunate. But he also does come with two heads. The first one being the original one we saw with the Build-A-Figure. That is your typical Space Knight Venom head. And then popping that off and attaching the new head that it comes with. You get this fully, teeth out, menacing looking Space Knight Venom head. And I think it looks dope, man. I like it. The gums are nicely done. The teeth are nice and big and sharp and menacing. I like the little yellow eyes peering. Yeah, it gives it a little bit more character other than this static looking helmet. So, I don't know. I might have it on my display with this head. I'm not too sure. But, yeah, pretty dope figure overall. Now getting a quick look at him since we have him here already. It is the exact same figure we got. When did this figure come out? 2015, 2016? It's been a minute, man. It's been a minute since this figure came out. But you get the exact same figure that we got back then, which is still a pretty solid figure and still holds up today. You got the ab crunch and the waist swivel. All these parts are actually sculpted. So back then, Marvel Legends actually used to sculpt everything and not just deco it on. So you get all these sculpted lines and rivets and panels, and the Spire logo is actually sculpted on there. All these little lines right here are sculpted. The only thing that I think is not sculpted is the Guardians of the Galaxy logo right there. But yeah, you get these little lines and stuff sculpted. The little rivets in his neck are sculpted as well. So, pretty solid figure overall, man. For being this old, I think it still holds up pretty well. You can see. Yeah, man, he's a pretty solid figure. Now getting a quick look at articulation. Nothing too crazy out of it. Like I said, this is a pretty old figure. With the new head, he can look up that much, and he can look down a great amount actually. He looks down all the way. No real head pivoting as it is a disc hinge. The arms are on ball joints. For some reason, they move about that much. This arm wants to go higher than that one for some reason. You get upper bicep swivel, single joint elbow that bends in. Oop, I'm popping the hand off. About 90 degrees. So, not much out of it, but you get 90 degrees right there. So that is nice. Oh, there goes his hand. He does have an ab crunch that goes a pretty great amount forward. Not much back. He does have that waist cut. He can kick this much forward. A little bit back. He has upper thigh swivel. He can kick to the side that much. Double pin knees that bend in a decent amount. Not too bad for a big fellow. And then he does have ankle hinges that hinge this much forward. That much back. He does have ankle pivot with a pec hole at the bottom of his foot. Now for some size comparisons. Here we have Space Knight Venom and Mania next to all the recently released Target exclusive Marvel Legend figures. I'll be honest with you, man. Target is killing it with the exclusives. The Ant-Man, the Black Widow, and the Spider-Man, the first appearance Spider-Man, are absolute bangers. These three are okay. I like them. Mania is pretty cool. We've seen Space Knight Venom before, and Moon Knight could have been better, but it's still a pretty dope figure. Yeah, they just, Target for some reason is getting all the love with these figures, these Marvel Legends figures. And yeah, man, I think they're doing an amazing job. Here they are with the Marvel Legends Black Panther on the Vulcan body. Here they are next to the classic Mayfix Spidey. And last but not least, here we have them with some other Mayfix symbiotes. We have the Mayfix Venom, the Mayfix symbiote Spider-Man, and the Mayfix Carnage. And there you have it, a very solid release by the Marvel Legends team. Now, do I love this 2-pack? No, I do like it quite a bit though. That Space Knight Venom I've been wanting for years and years and years, and I finally have it in my hands. Even the head alone was going for like 60 bucks in the aftermarket, so it's nice to have this Venom updated. And in a way, we get more accessories with it. And the Mania figure would have been great if it would have had that updated torso with the lower ab crunch and the diaphragm cut and the butterfly joints. But still a very solid figure. I like these two characters, and I'm happy to include them in my shelf or add them to my shelf. So if you want Mania and you missed out on that Space Knight Venom, definitely pick this 2-pack up. Again, it is a Target exclusive and is now hitting Targets. And I believe these actually don't have a street date. So if you find it, you can get it. But enough of me rambling on, man. Make sure you follow me on my Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. The links to all those are in the description down below. Hit that subscribe button and that like button, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.